Good afternoon, Cedar Springs High School. I'm Mitch Anmer.
And I'm Whitney Badge.
We're supposed to be doing these on the roof,
but unfortunately it's much too cold outside. Thank you to everyone who's taking time out of their busy schedule to tune into this week's broadcast.
We know that things can get a little crazy around here, and now that exams are upon us, we decided to make this broadcast a little unique.
Our broadcast today will be a little longer than usual, all of which are aimed to summarize the happenings of these past 3 months.
Teachers, feel free to show bits and pieces of this throughout exam week. I'm sure they would appreciate it if you give their brains a break.
Without further ado, here's a snapshot of everything that has gone down this past trimester and how it has impacted the school pride, community, and the arts here at CSHS.
Take it away.
Hello, this is Kendra Coons from CSTV News. A lot of exciting things have gone on in the community of Cedar Springs this trimester. Many events, including the Red Flannel Festival and the annual paint game, were a big success with our small town. The Red Flannel Festival attracted an average of 25,000 to 30,000 people this year. This brought the community together in many different ways. Within the festival, many events occurred, including the carnival rides, the annual car show, and the grand parade. This year, the Red Flannel Festival put a theme to the festival called Button Down the Hatches. The theme involved many pirate-looking things throughout the streets of Cedar Springs. Many considered the Red Flannel Festival to be a big success this year. Another big community event that brought many citizens of Cedar Springs together was the second annual paint game. The paint game was in honor of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. The ALC provided pink necklaces, cotton candy, glow sticks, and face painting. Before the game took place, the football players and cheerleaders all walked out onto the field with a cancer survivor or someone affected by cancer. One of our very own teachers from the Cedar Springs district walked out into the field with one of the players. Mrs. Amy Blau was diagnosed with cancer last spring. The paint game was another huge success this year. Not only did it bring the community together, the Redhawks also came out on top with a win in overtime against Forest Hills Northern. Thank you to the students, the parents, the teachers, and the administrators, and everyone else involved to make this trimester a one to remember. This has been Kendra Coons from CSTV News. Now to Ian Murphy.
Hello, CSHS. This is new staff member Ian Murphy signing on for the last time this trimester. It's been a good ride. I'm going to give you a brief overview of this trimester's arts program. The first program to prepare their masterpiece was the marching band. They started rehearsing their show at the beginning of July and have done so until about a week ago, which brought them to the end of their season. After competing in 2 of the MCBA competitions, they qualified for a trip down to Ford Field. They placed 6th overall in the Division III. They should be very proud of their season. In September, the drama department began putting together their production of Dr. Dolittle. Having only 6 weeks to put together their final product, the cast of 50 had to give it their all to have their show ready in time. This past Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the cast watched the curtain open for the last few times and acted their hearts out for the crowds that came to watch. I'm very proud of my fellow cast members. And finally, we want to talk about a very important art form that isn't often as recognized as the other ones, the visual arts department. With a variety of classes in the school's curriculum, a large group of students passionate about their work, and plenty of pieces of art that absolutely impress. I know that I am definitely not capable of producing such art. I want to congratulate you all on your fantastic trimester by consistently putting out these pieces of art. CSHS, this has been a fantastic trimester. I personally want to thank you all. Now, I'm going to send it over to my great friend, Madeline Pickrell.
Thank you, Ian. Also being wrapped up for the trimester is our Student Pride. Tri 1 is hands-down one of the busiest times of the year for Student Pride. During those 12 weeks, there are lots of opportunities to show you're proud to be a Red Hawk. Powder Puff, Spirit Week, and Homecoming allowed all of us to do just that. The night of October 5th, Cedar Springs ended the Red Flannel Festival by kicking off the annual Senior vs. Junior Powder Puff football game. After a few weeks of practice, coached by Mr. Cooper for the seniors and Miss Kim for the juniors, the girls were ready to play. The guys were ready too. Short shorts and all, it was time for them to cheer on their girls. The game was very close, with the seniors being victorious. The hype from the game didn't end after that night, though. It carried over to Spirit Week. Spirit Week consisted of PJ Day, Superhero Day, Hawaiian Day, Twin Day, and Class Color Day. The competition was great. The sophomores found the Spirit Ball once, the juniors once, and the seniors 3 times. At the end of the week, the seniors had the most spirit, winning the Spirit Jug. Homecoming next arrived to end Spirit Week on a good note. A special shout out to SLC for a great haunted homecoming theme. Representing each class was our homecoming princes and princesses in court. And congratulations again to homecoming king and queen Ian Murphy and Morgan Bennett. We've had a very important trimester, and I'd say us Red Hawks represented our community, arts, and school pride very well. Thanks for the news recap, Kendra and Ian. Now back to Mitch and Whitney.
A big thank you to Kendra Coons, Ian Murphy, and Maddie McCruel.
They really do a fantastic job.
But now, let's expand our horizons from the small town of Cedar Springs to a much bigger spectrum. Kyle Maka has taken on the persona of man in the hallway, stopping students at random and asking them questions about our country's government.
You'd be surprised to see how many people found themselves stumped and unsure of an answer.
Please, Kyle, enlighten us.
Hi, this is Kyle Maka from CSTV News. Today, we're going to hit the halls and ask you, the viewers, some questions on what I've talked about over the trimester. Here we go. Could you explain Obamacare?
No, not really. It's just a care that Obama provides, I guess.
Do you know what the Affordable Care Act is?
No.
Do you know what the difference between the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare is?
Obama sponsors Obamacare?
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you explain to me what Obamacare is?
It's like health care for the nation. That's awful. Yep.
And what about the Affordable Care Act? Do you know what that is?
That's Obamacare.
All right, thank you very much.
Yep.
Why did the government shut down?
The Republicans were really stubborn about their demands for Obamacare.
All right, thank you. Do you know what were some of the effects of the shutdown?
People didn't have anywhere to work.
Do you know how long the shutdown was?
Like 2 weeks.
All right, thank you. Do you know why the government shut down?
No.
You should.
Why should I know?
Current issues.
Because something about the debt ceiling. The debt ceiling was too low. Something about Obamacare. Yeah.
And do you know how long the shutdown was?
Wasn't it 16 days?
That is correct. And what were some of the effects of the shutdown?
Well, national parks and stuff like that were shut down. And
thank you very much. Can you explain to me the NSA?
The National Security Agency?
Yeah. Do you know who Eric Snowden is?
Yes.
What did he do?
He took some confidential information, some top secret information that he felt was better leaked, wasn't supposed to be leaked, about our spying on other countries.
All right, thank you very much for your time. It's your time to shine. All right, you're going to answer a few questions for me, all right?
Are you actually filming?
Yeah. Do you know what the NSA is?
Wait, what?
The NSA.
No.
Do you know what it stands for?
No.
Do you know who Eric Snowden is?
Oh, yeah, that's the guy in Russia that's giving away our secrets.
Yeah, good job.
You've been editing our videos.
Yeah, by the way, everyone, Kristen's been editing all our videos that we sent out. She's seen everything, so good job, Kristen. We did this to see how aware our student body is of important current events. We think it's crucial for people to know this because we have to be aware of what's happening around us. So study up, guys. As always, this has been Kyle Maka with CSTV News. Now back to you.
Very interesting, Kyle. It's crazy how many details we miss about our own country.
Believe me, you aren't the only ones that needed clarification.
Mitchell and I were both promptly filled in about the difference, or lack thereof, between the two.
Breaking news. Whitney and I just got word that someone in CSTV News has dropped the mic. Let's hit the beat over to the Fresh Prince on air.
Now this is a story all about how my life got tilted and upside down. I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there, and tell you how I became the prince of this place called On Air. Cedar Springs, Michigan, born and raised. At the sports desk is where I spend most of my days. Taking out and setting up the tripod all cool and shooting some sweet shots outside of school. When a few of directors who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood. Turned into an assignment just a little bit late. Now these fools are deciding my fate. I whistled for an intern, and when she came near, she handed me my coffee, said, "Here you go, dear." If anything, I could say this coffee was rare, but no, man, forget it. We're almost on air. I walked up to the sports desk around 7 or 8, and I yelled to the camera,
"Live from the sports desk, it's the CSTV crew!"
Hello, I'm Joel.
I'm Cody.
I'm Alec.
And I'm John.
And I'm Alex. We're the ones that bring you CSTV Sports every week.
This season has been exhilarating to say the least. As a quick overlook, here are some sounds of the season.
This is where we do this right now. Strap your stuff up and let's go.
And what would a sportscast be without top moments? We have the top highlights here from each sport this season. First, we'll start off with volleyball. The highlight for this year is when the girls beat West Catholic in a close match at home a few weeks back, 3-1.
Connor White of the girls' varsity golf team made it to individual state by shooting an 88. She ended up finishing 12th at state and represented the Red Hawks well.
Our very own Cody Hall made the comeback of the season for boys varsity tennis by beating Sparta at regionals. 1-6, 6-2, 7-6. Great job, Cody.
Thanks, John. Our boys soccer team beat rival West Catholic earlier in the year 1-0, shutting out the Falcons in a huge win.
The football team played as an underdog in a matchup against the Forest Hills Northern Huskies, where they won 14-12 in overtime.
And the biggest story of the year was when Mackenzie Weiler and Austin Sargent both won state for cross country. The first time in school history that both boys and girls have won the same year.
Congratulations to all of our fall athletes.
And thanks to everyone for cheering on our Red Hawks.
We couldn't be prouder of our fellow students.
Keep it up during the winter season.
And remember, it's a great day
to be a Red Hawk.
Word. Thanks for wrapping up the sounds of the season.
That pun had no rhyme or reason.
Anyways, since the end of the first trimester is in sight, it's time to start looking forward.
So that you all enter into the second trimester on your A game. Here is a preview of all the big events that are coming up in the next 3 months.
There's never a dull moment at CSHS. This next trimester is most definitely overflowing with exciting events and activities.
A main goal of ours here at CSTV is to unite the student body and encourage everyone to improve the environment of your school.
So do your part in taking ownership of your school. For starters, try smiling at someone in the hallway.
Get involved in one of the many clubs we have, such as the Gay Straight Alliance, the Otaku Organization, the Book Club, and many more.
Take a leap of faith and try it for winter sports. If sports are not your thing, get involved with the arts, band, or the upcoming musical.
The only thing holding you back
Is you. So love yourself, love others.
and love where you are from, because today is a great day
To be a Red Hawk.